Wilson, Baker was the best pick there, for sure. No, like hands down. I love Higbee this year. I think Brett is so far off base with that.
I am salty, all right?
Javonte Williams and Michael Carter? Are you kidding me?
Michael Carter.
DJ Chark with the godson. I'm saying that too much, but
Sunshine.
Yeah, Sunshine. T-Law. And then I mean, she gets Gerald Everett and Anthony Fursker. Are you joking me? A great draft, absolutely fabulous, and she can. And this could change her franchise. She could next year, not this year, but next year.
She goes to a competitor now.
She could be. She made the playoffs potentially.
She goes back to being a competitor.
Yeah.
She made the playoffs.
Didn't she have
So,
Devontae?
best pick though, I'm gonna give it to Josh with Zach Wilson. He could have gone a lot of directions with that pick. He could have taken Ryan Fitzpatrick and gone for the sure thing.
Why?
But he took a guy with a lot of upside, number 1 overall pick. A lot of guys like him.
Good arm, man.
Team's not that great, but I mean,
They got a great offensive line.
I thought it was really good.
Robert Saleh.
He's got a much better offensive line than Joe.
You know, normally we let people talk right when it's their turn.
No, we don't.
We
always talk over each other.
I'm not the teacher, but
Alright, keep going. Worst draft.
I'm not a teacher.
Worst draft. I mean, he just stole it from me, but I'm gonna be creative and I'm gonna go worst draft with Bryce.
No.
Hear me out. No, hear me out. First of all, no one's talked about it, but his running backs suck.
Yeah.
David Johnson and Josh Jacobs are both timeshares right now. And they're on terrible teams. So
Josh Jacobs will be fine.
they're gonna be throwing a lot, not running the ball as much. So with his first pick, he goes and gets Fitzpatrick. I think it's a pretty good pick. Like, you gotta replace Deshaun Watson. That's a big hole.
Yeah.
But then goes and gets Hunter Henry, who's a number 2 tight end on his own team with Jonnu.
Yeah.
And then Jarvis Landry, you have the best wide receivers in the league. You don't need Jarvis Landry. I mean, value-wise, a good pick, but you're not going to be able to trade him.
Yes, you can. He's good.
No, you can't. His value last year was Mark Ingram, who is no longer in the league. So
He'll be fine.
and then I like Jones, good pick. Kadarius Toney, whatever.
Can you also
Kadarius Toney will be a free agent by the end of the year. He's not going to be
Can
good
we
in this
also take into
offense.
account that Bryce has Travis Etienne coming in?
That's fine, but again, a timeshare with James Robinson. He doesn't have one guy who's got the job to himself, except maybe David Johnson.
Etienne's a pass catching running back. He'll be fine.
Shoot, I didn't click that. Hold on, I'll be back, guys. I'm not done with this. I'm not done with you. I'm not done with you, Josh.
Tommy's camera died.
No, we're good. I'm not done with this.
Etienne will be fine.
And then
He's completely different from James
And then
Robinson.
also his third tight end is O.J. Howard, who isn't even a starter. So I mean, while there's a lot of upside there, if none of that upside hits, it's potential from not really improving his squad.
All right, serious legitimate question.
Michael Thomas, but my season's gone anyway.
Legitimate,
Fair.
Serious
Fair. So I mean,
Howard not a starter.
so I don't know. I just there were opportunities.
Alright, so worst pick.
He blocks.
Worst pick.
They block.
Worst pick, and it's not close. I mean, the worst pick in this draft is Devin White, and it's for obvious reasons. It's a terrible pick. But I could argue that Jarvis Landry was one of the worst picks in the draft, even though he's a valuable player.
I think he's great.
You could have taken Fournette there, and Fournette actually plays. And that's
Alright, can we go around and give closing?
Closing words. Let's go around. Brett, talk to us about closing. Sorry, I got really amped. I apologize.
A lot harder than last year because they actually.
They came at me with how bad my draft was. My draft addressed every hole I needed, plus gave me starters and potential boom bust guys in Brown and Hardman. I mean,
This was,
I don't know what more you want from the
by far
champion.
the least dramatic draft
I mean-
I've been a part of, and I'm thankful for
What are you
that.
talking about? It was a great draft. And
Exactly!
Alexa dramatized the whole thing by coming out swinging and actually hitting on Williams and
So I
Carter.
look at dramatic as a negative thing. I
crazy.
think Alexa just was awesome. I just so happy we
Fucking
have
rock
any
star.
negative drama or hurt feelings.
Bryce is fuming right now. I can't
No,
wait to
he's
hear
really not.
his remarks. Josh,
My
talk to
two
me.
thoughts. Interesting this year. Top 4 picks were not chalk. I think in the last couple of years they have been.
Yeah, agreed.
There were no
There were no
true
slam
number.
dunks.
Exactly. Last year we had Edwards-Helaire, Burrow, blah, blah. This year it was very different. And the other thing, I think, great for the league. Nobody had a horrendous draft.
Yes.
I think we could have sat here in the last 5 years and
We
just
just
shit
Steve
on
Browse.
4 or 5 drafts and as far as how clueless people are.
Yeah.
Nobody's draft up there was that bad.
I agree. I mean, the worst person we've talked about is Bronwyn, and that's not her fault.
Right.
Next year, I imagine she comes into this draft next year, and she
from
could.
the context of a stereotypical fantasy football league, had a phenomenal draft.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, next year we could come. She could really surprise us. And if Daryl Henderson
Bronwyn will be fine.
stays the number one, he's young. He's only 23 or 24.
He's just got to stay healthy.
But if he stays healthy, has a great year, he could be the starter next year.
He just has to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Bronwyn,
some
but
other things to
regardless,
say?
No, I mean just the days of like a true powerhouse for years in a row are long gone.
yeah.
Hey, Tommy.
You have to get
Sit
so
the camera
insanely
a little
lucky now to be able to do that.
Yeah, you
And
can
that's
Cameron
not
lucky. You
gonna
get the
happen.
#1 pick, man.
Yeah, we'll wait. Jury's still out until I win the league again this year. Andrew.
Yeah, I didn't think there was any I think it was just like a good draft overall. There's nothing like no wow factor, I would say. I sort of get in my zone. I really only focus on my team in the draft. And there's nothing that
Glad I didn't prepare for him.
nothing that jumped out at me from anyone else's in the sense that I think distracted me or was like a wow moment or whatever. So don't really know what else to say. Just a good, solid.
I
draft
have
day
something to say.
experience overall.
You're fucking white bread. All right.
All right,
Renee.
I gave Bronwyn the worst draft, but really in the continuity of all the drafts we've ever done, specifically with the team she inherited, Stephen Brown.
Exponentially
She
better than my
is
first draft.
she's already in like the top 3 drafts of this team, considering like Stephen Brown done it for like fucking 10 years, all right? She just came and she had no idea what to do, and she already knocked it out of the park in that regard, right? So kudos to you, Bronwyn. I know I gave you the worst draft, but really in the whole continuity of this league, it's fine. The other thing, I just want to point out some of my favorite picks, not necessarily best, but some of my favorites. Love the Trey Lance pick, love the Elijah Moore pick, love the pivot on Javonte Williams by Alexa, amazing. And the Cam Akers pick by Josh blew my mind. That's it.
All right, Bryce. I'm waiting for this.
This
Hey,
is
piece of
this
shit
is
like
the
you
first
practice.
year I crafted a draft strategy and then stuck to it instead of panicking and just trying to pick all the best available players.
Yeah.
And I think the prospect draft this year was a disaster, and the rules of it need to be explained, I think, in more depth to the players coming in.
What a thoughtful retrospective.
With that said, I will note that the prospect draft, a lot of the top picks were
Was
taken.
chalk.
It was a lot of chalk, and I think it actually was really good. Do you guys want to go through that real quick? Just hit the high notes.
Sure.
So Thomas
Wait, was
drafted
that
a
Bryce? Was that all you
15-year-old.
wanted to say? Okay.
No transition, Bryce.
Sorry. 16-year-old is
And
still
then
underage.
there was a prospect draft as well,
Oh my God.
and certain people selected certain players.
Yeah, I mean we got off to a rough start having to walk people through how it works, but
That feels fun.
not that I did a ton of research, but the list I had up, there were no reach. I mean, it's just straight down the line rankings.
Carlos, Eric Gilbert is either going to be an absolute home run, or he's going to fail out of Georgia and disappear off the face of the earth.
Yeah,
There is no in between.
I will note that he's
There's
listed.
no in between.
Eric Gilbert is listed as a wide receiver, so that I'm not sure if
He
tight end
is
doesn't initially
legitimately a
stick.
tight end.
But I thought Cameron did really, really well.
Yeah.
First 2 picks.
Yeah, amazing
Rattler?
I thought
Jameer Gibbs is amazing.
Bronwyn not knowing what she was doing.
How do we
did
know that
fine.
Rattler's going to be different from Sam Bradford?
We don't, but it was a great pick.
Brett broke my back by taking Tank Bigsby. Thought he was gonna fall.
Hey, my sister-in-law's an Auburn grad. I got to go see
Alexa coming out getting Isaiah Spiller.
That was great.
Good shit. And Kamar Wheaton. She pulled that again out of her tail, and he's actually a good player.
Out of her
Yeah, I can't say ass. She's a sweetheart.
Out of her tushy?
And then I loved my draft. I got everyone I wanted with Trayvon Henderson, Keishon Butte.
Can we say you
and
drafted a
Arch Manning.
16-year-old?
Yeah, I'm jealous of your Keishon Butte pick. I like that one.
Yeah.
The Butte was a great. Arch Manning,
And
I must
I
laugh
thought
at.
Josh had a great draft.
I wrote down 2 names coming to the prospect
Yours and
draft,
Bell.
and I got both of them.
And
You nailed it.
Yeah.
let it be known that Brett accidentally blabbed his and no one paid attention.
And then I thought that the Traylon Burks pick by Renee was really good. He's
I mean,
flying up
here
boards.
again,
Can I also say that I did not expect to have a 3rd round pick?
I
Sorry,
mean,
just
The
picked up-
days of looking at like Heisman favorites and basing your prospect
Gone.
drafts off that are gone. Now everybody, like you're throwing out Debbie. Like now everybody knows exactly how to
Dude.
look at
Yeah.
guys, so it's just
Jordan
straight shot.
Shipley was the
And
top
it's
rated
who
running
gets
back
the
at
luck,
Clemson
not
side.
luckiest, but who hits on these guys.
well, I mean, my number
Like
one.
2-3 years ago, you could pick out half the prospects. It's like
Like
they have no
Travis-
future in the
He
NFL.
picked out Travis Etienne 2 years ago.
Well,
It was
you know,
legitimate.
there
But
are
Travis Etienne
there's
was
some
technically
nuance to it.
picked.
Like, I mean, like my number one guy going into this draft was either Tank Bigsby or Travion Henderson, whichever one made it to 5.
Yeah.
Because I love Henderson. But he's a freshman at Ohio State, and you don't know what he's gonna
He
do.
is no Trey Sermon.
And
Now, if you want the top guys, you got to go 2
Early.
years away,
Yeah.
3 years
But
away,
he's got an Arch
I- or
Manning.
or 6
I-
years away.
I knew-
Like he
And Arch
did.
Manning.
I knew I was not gonna leave this draft without getting Arch Manning.
Can I say I'm really thankful no one drafted Ty Simpson because I don't think Ty Simpson's going to be any good.
And
And he's a
then
5-star quarterback.
I really like what people did in the 3rd round with the Kamar Wheaton, Jordan Shipley, Jaron Ely, and C.J. Stroud. That's
Jordan
chalk.
Shipley is the future
Just
Christian McCaffrey.
straight chalk, really well done. Best draft in my opinion was probably I liked what Cameron did, getting Gibbs and Rattler, Those are 2 top 5 guys in my book. So, and then
You see,
Stroud was really good. So,
How do we know? I always question Georgia Tech running backs though. How do we know Gibbs is going to be able to earn 2 sharp choice?
and then
Yeah.
worst,
I don't know anything.
worst
about
draft,
college
I'm gonna
football.
go. I'm just because I'm hating on Bryce today.
Listen,
we need to
Jameer
sit down and like hug
He's
you
a
a little
beast.
bit. You want to hug it out on camera or what?
Somehow he didn't pan out, you know.
I'm just gonna pick Bryce because I don't know who Letty Brown
The
is.
best,
and
the
JT
best moment of the
Daniels.
draft is when you nearly fucked Bryce by making
Yeah.
him announce his pick before I went.
Yeah.
Although no one was picking that guy, I don't think.
Lenny Brown is a potential recipient of like the best running back award.
Dope
Is
Walker.
that Dope
Yeah,
Walker?
Dope Walker.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's legit.
So,
And with that,
no, I want to go around and call it best and worst. Brett. What? Yes, we're doing
to
it.
get out.
No.
You guys are gonna die in there.
No, it's still hot.
I think Brett.
There are
is
takes
very
that will be
close.
hot. Brett.
Yeah, I think so.
I already swam in the pool. I did backstroke and breaststroke laps.
All right, Brett, best and worst. Real quick.
Worst, JT Daniels. I don't trust him. I don't trust his knee.
Okay. Best.
Best.
Going fast here.
I'm gonna be selfish. Bigsby, man.
Nice
Wow.
pick.
All of our running backs.
Josh, go.
best draft, I got the 2 guys I wanted.
There you
I
go.
don't know enough about anything else to.
Worst.
anything else yet. Worst?
No opinion.
Nobody. We're
Okay.
too good at this shit.
Renee.
now.
I hate when people draft tight ends in the prospect draft unless it's Kyle Pitts. So anytime somebody takes a tight end, I'm gonna shit on it. Sorry. I liked Spencer Rattler. It's a fine pick.
He's a douche.
Oh wait, Jameer Gibbs. I should say Jameer Gibbs. Yeah, I like that one.
All right,
Okay,
that's,
so
and whatever, that's good. All right, Parker.
Wait, best pick or best person to draft?
Both.
You can do whatever you
Oh,
want.
yeah, well,
Best and
I
worst.
think Tanner, the best prospect draft.
The first pick again. How does he always have the first pick?
Best pick, I
Piece of
don't know. Worst person, I'll go Renee just because I don't know the people he drafted.
there you go.
Who'd you
I like
draft,
that.
Renee?
Bryce, talk to
Alright,
me.
best is
Literally on
Tank,
screen.
worst is
I can't
Keishon
read it.
Butte because that sounds like a made up name.
Don't
I
underestimate
think-
LSU
I think
if
running
you
backs
spelled it
and
wrong,
receivers.
you-
I think you
still
needed
get
a player. So
Boutte.
Well, if you could make up a player, you would make up a Keishon Butte. All right,
He's gonna be a stud.
everybody, for the end of this, I'd like to give everybody a quick swag out. So if we could, swag,
Swag.
swag, swag,
That's right.
swag. Swag, 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 swag. Congratulations to everyone in 2021. It's going to be a great year. We don't have COVID anymore. Or
We
do
beat COVID.
We beat
Oh,
COVID.
Tommy got vaccinated before Josh.
Holla, bitches. Bye.
Okay, question. Were there any NFL guys you could have taken in the prospect draft?
No,
Ramondre
actually,
Stevenson.
Yeah, Ramondre Stevenson.
All the NFL guys I had.
I mean, but we've done that before and it failed. So I don't recommend that. Bronwyn, if you're watching, if you made it this far, don't draft NFL players that didn't get drafted in the free agent draft. It doesn't pan out. All right, peace out, y'all. Love you guys. Wish you were here. Have a great year. Let's go.